You know what I'm saying?
Do this, Steven?
So do you want that pipe in the
What are we doing?
We're trying to pull out a piece of gem rock, actually pull it out and document it being pulled out.
You mean videotape?
And we want to document it being pulled out, and then we want to document that it was cut, and now it's sitting in the store in this ring, and you can see exactly where this, okay?
Sure.
So we'll charge, $3,000 a carat.
We'll just edit that part out.
Okay, that's where that would work.
So actually, we may want to keep this as a whole crystal, but
Now he thinks he's going to glue it all back together.
But I want you to save all the sections of it.
Okay.
So you got the base here, which is watermelon.
Right.
You got the next piece.
Right.
And then there's another piece.
You think there's more or not?
Well, there's at least 3 pieces.
Okay.
Can you point to it again?
Okay, so here's the base. Here's the next piece, which actually you might be able to see that slight crack. And then there's a third piece. So the third piece may be the bigger piece. But of course we don't know if it's clean yet or not until we do a little bit of work. So I'll let Sean get in here and
I'll move way over to the left here, and then you can come in the right, okay, and have me actually wiggling it out. That's what we're trying to go for, okay? Like Jeff was talking about, you can see this crystal is growing, but in nature it's already split. And if there isn't a good termination on the end of that, then it really has no value as a mineral specimen. So it would be much more something we would be inclined to cut. So let's take it out.
Let's do it.
Let's do it, he says. See, the pieces are just laying there. Now you can see the base of these is that watermelon that we're going to have the slices of. And then the watermelon, you can see the pink sort of stops growing, and then we've gone into the green. And we come up to the next piece. Usually these are like the really gemmy ones. It's when they're like this. And you can see real chunky, superb color. I don't know if... We'll pull this out into the light in a sec, but let's sort of just keep them together here as they come out of the pocket here. So you can sort of see how they're lying out.
So what is the material that they're embedded in?
This would be your kaolin or your decomposed feldspar. Forms that sort of like white mud in there. This is a bigger piece than you think because there's some resistance here.
But I can't have all the parties here. If you want to do something up there, that's fine by me.
What we're going to hope for, Stephen, is not a good termination. we want that not to be there.
Absolutely. Because I mean, when the
look at that one.
See, and there's the rest of the crystal.
I'm right there. That was
And good news, termination is completely broken off the top of it.
Perfect cuttable.
Please edit this all out because you and I will get death threats from mineral collectors everywhere. But that's the end of it. You can see the termination starting to grow here. Okay, but you can also see where it was completely just broken off at the top. So you're missing more than half the termination. But now let's pull the sucker out into the light so you can actually see the color that we have here of material. Look at that.
No, I mean the tax goes right. Stone. Yeah.
I mean, that is as good as SparHawk gets right there.
Hydro plant.
Right out of the ground.
Maybe we could hold it up to the light. Oh yeah, put them together.
Gotta get the...
That's when I got that you don't really own it.
I think if we get the light coming in from the other direction, it will...
I'll pull it out. If you want to go up into the light so you can get a little different orientations of it. Hey, great news, Jeff. Termination's shit on this thing.
That property right there goes to here.
I don't know anything about
I know that probably isn't what you wanted to hear.
It's almost been a year since I heard that thing down there.
Well, that
Termination's crap.
I'm just throwing.
Okay, let's get up.
I would believe that.
It's possible.
So I don't hear it.
The best ones are the watermelon.
But it was, you know.
Well, anyway, you know, when it comes to paying,
I think almost the sun washes out the color because there's so much competition, you know. A little bit. Hey Jeff, here was the piece you didn't see up in there.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
completely broken off.
Yeah, most of them are.
I've noticed that on all these. They're like,
yeah, the bigger the pocket, typically the poorer
bigger the chances.
Termination.
But I mean, you know, like you were talking about, that's a great piece of gem rough right there. That's gonna be a spectacular.
There might be some of them, maybe. Yeah, some of the better ones.
Those are gonna produce some spectacular stones. Thank you. That was really good.